Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today is the final step of all this hassle that I've been doing, making a connection between my minivan camper battery inside and then into the inverter in order to do a DC, the cheap way of doing DC to DC charger. All right, let's go take a look. All right, so it cues the lighting because I'm parked inside the garage. So right now I'm using a headlamp to get some light down here so you can see what I'm saying. So this is the panel where everything happened in my inverter right here. And for you wondering why that thing upside down, because the plug is on the top, so it have to be you know, like this way. So I'm get plugged in from the top. So right now, I already disconnect this lid into the block because this is where it get the variable. But my goal is to get the power to this. So how do we accomplish this? To the inverter, we're gonna go through the DC to DC charger here. Ooh, sorry for the light in here. Yeah, let me take this down here. This is a $50 device. I will put the link in my description box. And then I will open this box and show you what's inside of it. But we're gonna hook it up. There's a connection to this. So this is the end that will be connected either to the charger or through the controller, a solar controller, which I already made the cable for it with this end. So that way it will be able to plug in here. Or you will see this one will have the same plug that way. You get charged both way. Manually, I just have to switch them manually. All right. But let's take a look inside of this box, see what's included in it. So of course the charger itself. I will give you the clip how this actually work on this battery here later on after I do this unboxing here. Common manual, the AC cable, which will go plug into this when it's configured to be running through the vehicle. But right now it's configured to run off of this because of this hookup right here. All right, let's see what else we have here. Cable, of course it doesn't come like this. It comes as one piece, but I made this so that way you will see. I don't like to use the alligator clip. That's why I made this end so I can disconnect, because I still be able to use this cable the normal way or my way, right? And this is my way of hooking up the charger into the battery. So just with less cable in here, go to here. I guess nowadays it's popular to use this type of XT60 plug. So okay, so it go. So to get power, like I said, if we're gonna do it this way, we have to have power of this inverter on and run to the 110 cable here into this charger, and this charger will charge the battery. I will put a clip after this to see how it works, but this is how it's gonna be connected to be a cheap DC to DC charger. Of course, this cable, after you can, I don't need this piece, but when I'm done, I just plug it in and you can do it the conventional way. What's one thing good about this, you can not only charge this battery, you can also charge your car battery also. When you park somewhere for a long time, say a campground, just to top up your battery. All right, let's go take a look at that clip that I did to see how this in operation. Of course, the battery won't sit like this. It will be sit down here. But when I do that, if I'm going to charge it, this will be disconnected. All right. So I got this smart charger, which be able to handle all type of battery. You can see right there. Could be handle, LIFO, all kind of battery. So the version I get is this one here, P15, which is this. So it have two ends. One end is going to, well, the cable is just for hooking up to the battery, but since this is the same type, XD10, I don't know. This could be male or female, could be, but it's the same type that go in here. So I already have a cable to hook up to the battery that way. So this is smart charger, so we'll know what kind of battery it's hooking up to. Okay. So right now it doesn't say how full it is, but it does know. Once it get to 12.8, right now I'm doing a, they call it, what do you call it? Trickle charger, 2 amps. You can change the, what you want to go faster, 5, 15. But, you know, for maintain to top off the battery, you can use just 2.8, more quiet. And once it's full, it will stop. I did this before. See, right now there's no amp going in, but what it does is slowly bring it up. I'll bring you back when it bring it up slowly. So personally, I don't like using the alligator clip because it might be convenient, but a lot of times if you don't have it set up right, it might not have a full current going in. So I would rather have it this type going straight, this type of end that goes straight, compression down and go straight into it. So luckily this one I made it and it worked that way. Okay, about I would say about 2-3 minutes. So now it start bringing. So that's the current amp going. That's charging per watt, 0.1 watt hour. You will see it once it cycle again. Yeah, 0.1 watt amp hour. All right, I bring you back once it come. What does that mean? How many watt is it going right now? It's going in at 12 watt per hour. So I will bring you back when it's a little bit higher. Right now I'm charging at 5 amp, right? 5 amp hour, but it's only going in at 1.1 amp hours. And then maybe I will wait until it's full. Maybe I will bring you back. So I already pre-wired my meter to go in right now. So right now it's still charging very slow. We're gonna see how much voltage is actually going in there on the battery itself. Right now it's say 13. So I think by the time I get to 13.1 it will stop charging. So I'll bring you back when it stops charging. Yeah, it's still taking. So it's already switched to a very slow charging, which is called trickle charging. All right, so you can see it start going up slowly, 0.2 amp hour now. Yeah, it will stop once it get to the maximum. We'll find out when it stops, right? All right, so the battery is fully charged, and notice that the fan will slowly slow down. So let's point out what's the voltage right now, current voltage. Yeah, it will reach 13.53 is when this battery is full. So remember, you can only use this with a battery that have a built-in BMS system, I think battery management system with it, so that way the system will stop. All right. So once the battery is fully charged, then I just switch it back to a solo charging way, which is hooking up the same end. You just unplug it and plug it in here, and this go into my solar controller charger right here. Go up to that. So right now you can see, and now we back to using in-house battery mode instead of car battery mode. Turn this back on here. Let me see. Turn this on. You know why? I had to turn this on. There we go. So of course it shows 100%, which is a normal setup for this battery. We had 13.7. This is the highest I ever get since I'm using my DC to DC charger to charge this thing, fully charge it. So I had 13.7, and when it dropped to 12.8, it's 10%. That's when you need to stop using it. Otherwise, the battery gonna go to sleep mode. Because we turn this back on, we have 120 volts through the battery itself. So this through the in-house battery. But once you want to switch it over to the vehicle battery, which is this end over here, then I will have to disconnect the battery post right here, these two cable, or disconnect this, just that. See, now you see the power is gone. Then I can go plug this into the other end, which is hidden right here somewhere. Yeah, it's hidden right here. See, if I hook these two up together, then I should have the power from the vehicle battery in the front. So all I have to do is disengage the battery from the system and hooking up this back into vehicle battery, which you will not do this. The only time I do this is when I'm charging the battery. All right, which means I have to disconnect this in order to plug in the DC to DC charger here. And that is how it works. So right now my vehicle battery 12.7 volt. So switch between vehicle battery or in-house battery. Pretty easy. Turn this off, hook this back up, and we're in business for battery with charging this with the DC to DC charger. So why did I go through all that hassle? Because I already own a lot of equipment already, so there's no need for me to spend more money. So I'm trying to get away as cheap as possible so I can get the most bang for my buck, right? But there is another option. I will put it somewhere up on the screen here. Controller. Actually, it's a DC to DC charger with a built-in MPPT controller. Run around $250. So you only need to run wire to it. That's all you have to do for $250 or so. All right. I'm not endorsing it, but it seems like it's a reasonable price and it's less hassle than what I'm doing. All right. I see you in the next video. Bye for now.